What is going on, Coyote Clan? It's Coyote Rob back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the kickflip back tail. This trick is super awesome and it is a staple if you want to get better at skateboarding. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button because these videos are out of this world, dude. Alright, so before you learn the kickflip back tail, it is really important that you can do kickflips, kickflip backside 5-0s, backside flips, and backside tail slides, okay? And out of all of these tricks, I would say the kickflip back 5-0 is the most important because that is the most similar to the kickflip back tail. All right, strap on your seatbelts because it's time for the video review. Sick. All right, so now that we're ready to do the kickflip back tail, you want to approach the ledge just like you would with the kickflip back 5-0, except for the only difference is you want to take a little bit more of an angle going into the ledge. Now, as far as your foot positioning, you want to be set up just like a kickflip, but I like to put my front foot a little higher up and a little bit off the side of the board so I can get a quicker kickflip. So as you're approaching the ledge, your shoulders want to be ready for action. They want to be locked and loaded to rip into that backside 180. But one of the key moments for this trick is you want to make sure to think about doing kickflip back 5-0 first. You do not want to turn your upper body. Now, when you flick, you want to flick straight. Notice how I don't flick in the backside direction. I just do a straight kickflip, and you're gonna kind of start to turn just because your whole body is ready for that back 180. But this is the crucial part. You need to wait until the kickflip rolls over and you're about to catch it with your back foot. And right in that moment, you can release all that energy and follow through with the back 180. And you take your back leg, and the best way I can explain it is you just jam the tail right into the ledge. And you can do this pretty aggressively and just smack it right in there. Okay, so now that you're locked into the ledge, you're only halfway through, it is really important to put all of the weight on the ball of your foot, okay? This will make it so you don't stick when you're sliding the back tail. And the other thing that you need to keep in mind is you need to keep your body weight above that back foot. If you lean too much over the front foot, you're gonna like slop off the ledge. So now that you're all comfortable and you're sliding, you want to look over your shoulder, which is going to help you slide to the end of the ledge. And then as the end of the ledge comes, all you want to do is a nice little ollie, and you want to turn your shoulders back to your back leg, and your lower body goes the opposite, and you'll get a nice little snap off the ledge. All right, so this is a pretty advanced trick. This is probably one of the harder tricks that I've talked about on this channel. So I'm going to go really deep. The mad scientist is going to come out because I'm going to get into a bunch of the weird little things that can go on with the kickflip back tail. Dude, I'm a scientist, dude. Sick. All right, so with the kickflip back tail, I like to think about this trick. It kind of has a battle of how you want to put the weight on your board. There's a really big, problem that you run into. And I've noticed with the kickflip back tail, when I put more weight on my front foot as I'm approaching the ledge, I can get a better and quicker kickflip, and I can lock into the tail slide so much better than if I'm standing straight above my board with the balance equally on my front and back foot. But then you notice if you want to slide the trick for a long time and really lock into that tail slide with control, when all that weight is on your front foot, you seem to just kind of fall off the ledge and you don't really slide that long. And you kind of see this with a lot of skaters. They can do the trick really well, but they only slide a little bit. And that's because all of the weight is on their front foot. So naturally you think, oh, well, I'll just put more weight on my back foot. But then what tends to happen is you have a hard time flipping into the ledge and really locking into it, and it makes it even harder. So what I've kind of figured out that really helps is as you're approaching the ledge, I like to put just a little bit of extra weight on my front foot so it can help me get that quick kickflip and just turn into the ledge. But as soon as I feel my back foot slap against the ledge and I know I'm locked in, I try to arch my back and transfer all of the weight to my back foot. But you can't do it too quickly or you'll mess up locking into the trick. So I kind of catapult my weight to my back foot after I lock in. And if you do that, you kind of get the best of both worlds, and this really helps with the kickflip back tail. So another huge problem I see with kickflip back tails is people kind of just try to float a backside flip into the ledge. And while some people can do it like this, I personally believe the kickflip back tail is much more like a kickflip back 5-0 and then tail slide, if that makes sense. I like to completely approach the ledge thinking about a kickflip, doing a nice, quick and fast kickflip up above the ledge, and my body the entire time is waiting to just turn into that back tail. But this is probably the most important part. You need to wait for the kickflip to roll around and then slap it into tail slide, okay? And there's a lot of precision going on and a lot of waiting. So a lot of times you'll stick or you'll slip out. And all that means is if you stick, generally you are turning into the tail slide too quick, throwing your body forward, and the ball of your foot is on the outside of the board and your heel kind of drags, and that's gonna make you stick every time. All you have to do is wait a little bit longer and just make sure your weight is centered above the ball of your foot and then jam it into tail slide. And sometimes if you go the other direction, you're just gonna do the classic slip out, and that just means that you're not completely centered over the top of your board. So those two problems are probably the biggest problems that I see with kickflip back tail. Another thing to keep in mind, if you still can't do the kickflip back tail, you could simply be going too close to the ledge, too far away, you're not popping high enough or low enough or flipping it. These are all things that you need to mess with to be able to figure out the trick. To do a little recap on this trick, make sure you roll in with a little bit more of an angle than a kickflip back 5-0. Put a little bit more weight on your front foot as you're popping and flicking into the trick. Make sure that your kickflip is straight. Don't flick towards the backside 180. You flick straight, just like a kickflip back 5-0, but at the whole time, you want your shoulders and hips already slightly turning in that direction, and you wait until the kickflip rolls over, and as soon as you see it roll over, right before you're about to catch it, you wanna just jam your back leg into the tail slide. Once you get into that tail slide, you want all of the weight on the ball of your foot, and you want to kind of arch your back and have everything standing all above that back foot so you can slide it for a real long time. Now when you're ready to dismount the trick, if you want to come out to forward, you just do a nice little pop, turn your front shoulder to your back leg, and your front foot wants to kind of nudge forward. If you're going out to fakie, all you have to do is the exact opposite. Let your shoulder momentum follow through to that back 180 and give yourself a nice little pop, and you'll roll away clean. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I hope I helped you with the kickflip back tails, and as always, like, subscribe, and shoot me a comment on the next trick that you want me to talk about, and I'll see you dudes next time.